They really am. And there's contact caught by Smoggy. He's just going to get that information. Now PRX is going to be making sure to take that space rapidly at that.
Look
it's
how
an interesting
deep this
wall.
is.
Yeah, I mean, the Viper wall, the Sage wall, trying to fight for that backside control. And underhanded flash from Simon just does not get that value. Simon, this guy is just unreal. Something on an absolute worldie so far. It's a three-piece. It could be on for the ace here, but it's going to be settled down to that 2 versus 2. Drone to tag up onto these players. I'm going to try and force the issue. Nobody under immense amounts of pressure. 9 HP here. Defuse for Smoggy, pushed off and away from it. Still lands a shot, but he's down to 4 HP. Instead, which, after watching PRX,
decided not to invest that one at the beginning, and he's actually taking contact here.
yeah, okay, he's going to be covered over the top. That's Jinggg, making sure he's there with the rifles in hand. Kang the punish. But already traded out. Simon, though, he's the lone survivor towards the back of the site, operating alone. This guy's getting chewed up and spat back out again. CHICHOO making sure to contain, plug up the hole up through mid. Knows that the remaining 2 players are down onto this site, but one a hell of a task again to overcome. And into the post plan here for PRX. Doubled up. They'll be able to
take flight.
It's going to be even harder. We're seeing a lot of bonus round conversions so far at this event. I mean, I don't have the numbers off the top of my head, but
a lot.
They're a lot, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they're definitely a lot compared to the usual and the norm, so massive advantage.
I think Sentinels have contributed to a ton of those.
They really have in that Gen G match. Jingg's going to get this plant down. Oh, not. Okay. It's actually ult's committed. You know, EDG are on that half buy, and they're going to be rewarded in kind. That's 2 pickoffs. CHICHOO trying to contest and tango, but he's going to be calling for the reinforcements, and a double swing with the discipline is nice.
That's so well played from EDG. And now the spike's abandoned. 2v5. Something in mindfreak left to try to bail this out, and they've walled themselves off for going for any kind of control.
Yeah, just barely missing the body up towards the top. Smoggy, what a shot to hit. And something, yeah, sent Smoggy once more. Sees the cloud burst here. He knows that he's under threat into this position, and the off angle will be punished.
Plus the 1v1. Something on top, on a high ground, favored in the fight against Kang, who is trying to capitalize on Smoggy's swing, and it just ends up being a raw jet duel that Something wins.
Goes into that extension of the post plant. Overhead with the flash as well, but never been more obvious. Over the top there from nobody to return that fight. CHICHOO beautiful again with that rifle in hand, but so much more to do at this point in the game, in the round. 1v3. He's looking to isolate some of these fights as well. He's not going to be giving it though.
This is obfuscated where PRX are actually intending to go. Oh, a completely free A site here. Even enough time for Jinggg to leisurely break the nanoswarms and get set up.
Another soul in sight for any sort of flood defense play by EDG. They've got to wait for the rest of their team to get in. They're using a drone early on here. Very forward position set up by Divide. Dodged the drone, just tucked, but now they want to try and double up and take the fight towards the back.
Can't give CHICHOO a kill.
Flashes up and over already. The swings are coming out on top of Rafters. It's too much to overcome. Finally, EDG taking these fights together with Smoggy, essentially leading the charge. He's dropped down to single digits, but already the damage might have been done. Mindfreak cut to the corner, close and personal. Still alive here, brings it to that 1 versus 1. Kang, aim trained onto the angle base. The shot! Run down! Time needs to get onto it. The circle already shrinking. EDG are really struggling here. Kang.
Spike down B.
Let's grab himself the one before the trade comes through, seeking to punish that drone.
I got the spike.
Orbs are being picked up. The war machine is starting to chug here, if you are PRX. And the wall as well. Dropping a vibe wall to take these fights at opportune timings. CHICHOO
Spike planted.
will try and even it out with a bit of damage, stray shots, but not too lucky in that regard. Simon, though, let's connect one. Straight to the dome on Forsaken. He's got a lineup for this.
It's a big kill, but no weapons really retrievable just yet.
It has pulled out the ults, though, that we were just talking about being earned. So PRX feeling that pressure. Like they have to combat some of this as well. And now that is the danger zone. Lockdown.
Is he even going to get out?
Oh, my goodness. Barely there. But time will start to tick at this point onto the spike and Divide.
Surely no hope.
You got to think he wins this one. Swings it out. CHICHOO, nice goal, but yeah. EDG now might have to pull a few more bodies here. Smoggy, nice. It's a high-low setup. The rest of the team as well. As soon as they catch that player, it's going to force out the res. Wall is up. And a bound and a bit of spam and sprayed away.
Good punish.
Yeah, snake bite. Able to collect that kill here.
Kankan posted up over towards B. This pit to deny any kind of re-hit from PRX. And Kankang's going to keep pushing up, despite the fact they haven't heard anything. It's a risky spot, but as PRX go for the mid to B instead, he's going to have a great position for any potential backstab or retake. This looks tough to navigate with 30 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, your options are hyper limited. I mean, you can try and pivot back into A, but they've still got the 3 players there, still got the pit. Up through the gut though, straight through now, in through mid. Simon with the knife, up against the wall. Catches, cancels onto the drone. There's only 14 seconds left, and they don't have any semblance of map control to lock down again. Forcing them out into the open, the easiest fights here, shooting fish in a barrel, and Simon, this newcomer to the squad, lighting them up.
Great closeout in this round
Area
for
of
ED.
improvement. The orb tapped up, forces something into the fight. Gonna dash to try and leap into the fray, maybe pounce onto a target or 2 here, but he's going to get out. No damage done as well.
He's been given all the room in the world.
Yeah.
And the snakebite's been used before the shocks, before the plant. No
Making
break
the
on the
A
wall.
side. Yeah, looking like a playground right now. Viper's pit. Drop down into the players here. EDG trying to go a bit more fast and loose here. Spam. It's going to be critical. Dash up and over. Onto the pipes. He's found it. Perfect accuracy, at least expecting it. Something though, he's right back at you with the Blade Storm here. Divide catching him, the 140 cleanup from Forsaken. CHICHOO left to do it all. He must find some value into this position. Something rips his head off, man.
He's been playing the same angle since the pistol round. He's always on that spot. Bad wall from Jinggg, has to be broken.
And Hunter's Fury forced out at least. Plant was an attempt to be stuck. Nobody. They'll let loose. Few beams of lightning, only the 1 tag though. Slow orbs through and out. There needs to be the defense. Kang is ahead of it though. We were talking about them catching these timings, trying to get quirky with it. Dash, active, Jinggg. But he's
that
up a
quirky.
bit. They're running straight into them. Seeing glimpses here of the ancient way that China likes to play. Drop down, nobody seeking to deny this plant. Jinggg, the entire time being pushed to his limits with time. Going down now, but an extension for it. 2 versus 1 Divide. Try and shut this down. Best chance and a long while by EDG. Right now. 5 players grouped up for PRX. This is it. For the last hurrah, honestly, for the first half of Icebox. Dash up and over something. Again, he's so unusual and unorthodox in terms of his position that he does like to play it. So on this A side, a lockdown though from EDG. It's going to force most of these PRX players out. I believe they'll be able to escape detainment.
And now the re-hit. PRX love to go for these. EDG was expecting it in the previous round and they were wrong. Do they stick to their guns here? They have 4 defending the A side.
They're willing to fight over this one tooth and nail as the curtain drops. Bodies will fall and topple. Forsaken being one of them. Res online though. Trying to get these equal trades out, and somehow it's PRX who have found his advantage into the round to buy. Leaves himself as a piece of paper. Smoggy on the high ground, dropped down 6 HP. Not enough to survive. And CHICHOO alongside him will be forced to spectate. Kang in a 1v2.
Spike planted.
He's caught the time behind them, but still guns are trained on this spot. And position Forsaken. First shot accurate. Yeah. They're all grouped up, ready for the fight as well. Once more, wall's going to be dropping, but heads rolling. For EDG, they're going to be happy with it. Something seeks to equalize, only gets the 1, but still plays for his life. Buying time for the rest of the team, and the rotations are bound here for PRX already. Back into the fight, nobody with a plan needs to be defended. Let's get it off, and Smoggy, who's the casualty, something still there. Kicking, getting active, spraying away with just a few sheriff bullets, all it takes. And teammates alongside him. EDG have to sail their way through here with a little bit of discipline, underhanded with the flash as well, but it's being punished in kind. Divide, he's got him penned in. Simon, there's only so much one man. Gonna retreat back to the corner. Util posturing him away, EDG. Need a miracle, need an eco win. Jingg's up and over on top of the wall, seeking these angles. Forsaken with the swing. The plan was not held down. Surrounded, escapes EDG once more.
Perfect.
Fallen to pieces before their very eyes. And you mentioned that disappointment. For EDG, it's definitely going to be palpable. It's a squad that just been trying to exceed expectations that fans levy against them, expectations that them, expecting, I suppose, of themselves.
Absolutely. This team was looking to break that glass ceiling for China.
This is PRX with a stack ready to receive. Open arms, 2 shots, all it takes. The Outlaw in hand, something has dropped the star player of EDG. In that head-to-head clash and battle, it's all been something. Dart. Shot and broken away. Jinggg has not revealed his position at all in the slightest, but potentially played right back in from all the sound cues. Noise made. Mindfreak ripping their hopes and dreams up and tearing them apart and tearing them asunder. It's PRX. Something is lighting him up, man. And he's sharp, he's locked in. You can tell, man, the way he is snapping to these angles, snapping to the util. And a deep push from PRX shows all the confidence in the world. They've already taken B main control. They are putting the squeeze on EDG. They're looking to end this entire map here and now. Hunter's Fury pushes them through. It's straight up the gut, in through mid. So much uncertainty, you cannot stand your ground. Earlier, there's nothing scarier than PRX when they're a hive mind. CHICHOO barely alive here. He's still being ran down here with a fault line. Still, there's that pressure applied to him. No bodies, though, chasing him. It's EDG recognizing that, and they're going to make sure that they take the space over towards this A site. Nobody has the spike, though. They can't even get themselves on to plant this one. And a fast fight once more. Something's into the fray. A skirmish taken. And PRX raiding the day.
Spike down A.
They didn't even let the plant get
God
close to going down.
almighty.
That's pretty perfect in terms of an anti there. Flush CHICHOO out, make sure that he can't have impact in the round, though he'll attempt to win the 1v4. But
Barely a shoulder peeking out, but now head's turned away and just barely missing it. Forsaken's already rattled off the shot. CHICHOO, who was there? Forsaken
just holding with the judge on the other side of the map. Mindfreak
Mindfreak.
not cleared.
Yep, steadies his hand as well. Just leaves it fully open towards the back of the side. Just gives that one up because he's not being cleared. And Patience fully paying off potentially there. This guy holds it down. With the Bulldog. Squirrels it away and just grabs 2 kills before he's eventually traded down. And a chance. It's a life into the round here for PRX. Dizzy up and over through the window, but no connection, no acknowledgement. Devi is there. Lovely movement from Kang. Sidesteps the bullets.
Serious chance that he could have gotten 3 there rather than 2 in that kind of position. Oh, more damage done. But around on the
Drone
ball.
was used prior, but knife towards the back stuns as well. Here's a showstopper, it's an instant response. Flashed up though, Jinggg. He's blind as a bat. Had to let loose there with the ult. No casualties, a slight pause being called here by EDG, but honestly, might just end up falling anyway. Shots missed, EDG, the feed is filled up with red. Making sure to grasp these chances. Jinggg still managed to slip his way in through the back. Sharp as anything. Precision is on display, and time now against EDG. It was looking like them to take this one. Oh my god, backs are just opened up to these players. Jinggg working his way around, and CHICHOO with the economy equalised a little bit. Kang is stepping up to that challenge. Devi rounded about there, he had Mindfreak by his side, and that's a no command going into the B split. This is putting the squeeze on the Mindfreak. Look at him head on a swivel, doesn't know really which way to look, but still tucked to the corner. Could be trying to strike straight back, but no, EDG got that discipline and awareness, was there for them. Door busted and broken down, but CHICHOO's there holding the cross, making sure to chop up these angles. Nade rebounding to try and clear the way for PRX to potentially get anything going for them.
But I'm not so sure it's going to be saved.
I mean, the benefit of running that slow default here. Something that is, there's no way. This is, oh my, the Damon up close. There's no saving him, sure. What? No bullets landing, and now defended. Simon comes to his rescue. PRX willing to try and fight over this one. They don't want to give up this territory, and with the doubled up discipline, showstopper, round and a bound. That's a kill. Claim for Jinggg. Anyone's game here, at least it should have been. Looking like
that fight over B main, that there's going to be other people holding him in that spot. That's why he didn't go for the wide swing. Here's a wide swing.
Yeah, we're not slowing down, are we? That's Devi. Head clean off the shoulders of Kang. Jinggg from the side as well. And a slow orb drop down on top of the wall. The danger zone for EDG. Can't hold a candle to it.
And this is one of the first times where they've got the read perfect on where EDG were going to fight. Devi doesn't have it for the retake. So if EDG get the plant.
They're going in for it. Still, Forsaken was incredibly committed. Jinggg on top, on high ground, on from the box. Will be toppled.
I know exactly.
You can plant and play a B main post plant here. Normally you have to play aggressive, but with that wall gone, you can back up. And that's a huge advantage for EDG.
Now happily play for that one. Nobody has also got that ult in his back pocket with a Hunter's Fury. It's an extra layer of safety.
Right here.
Even onto the angle. The pings are flying forward, just trying to catch the line. Ensure that he doesn't miss any second of it. A tap. There's the ult. Paranoia from Smoggy. Meant to supplement here. mindfreak out into the open arms. Time start to run short. mindfreak trying to hold this line as well, ensuring that they can try and get this defuse online. Something with the wingman broken. It's running away from them. Device leaping into the frame. mindfreak summon upstream. Something sticking.
We very rarely see multiple players in B main both desperately trying to slam the clip back into their gun so they have enough.
Cook. Jinggg. Drone's been broken. KangKang expected the swing.
Oh, 3 in a row.
But just to rein it in, get a bit of discipline back into the ranks. Forsaken. Got walkabouts here. Potential to be punished. No, now the reaction. EDG alongside it. Devi can hear these footsteps. Many circulating all around him. That's a lovely adjustment of the rifle aim. Still, he's going to be paranoid. Up. Blinded up. No noise cues. Nobody able to follow up on this one, though, with the slow orbs to defend him still. He just turns away at precisely the wrong moment, and EDG making sure that they capitalize directly on top of that one. That's now down to that 2 versus 3. mindfreak and Forsaken. Up onto this retake.
Last player standing.
Forsaken dropping. Leaves it down to just mindfreak. Spotted Simon's positioning. TP into the corner. Stray bullets from nobody. It's precarious and now unwinnable. As I say that, he's found himself a corridor, a window, but
Matt PRX have put huge value on.
And he's hit it. Nails the shot.
Down, B.
Nobody's going to be dropping straight to the floor. Jinggg, though, re-exploration not set up by any form of utility.
Expecting EDG to be running those 4-1 defaults that I'm talking about. Actually, EDG have been more spread than usual today.
Yeah, a little 2-3s. And a slower play of EDG. As I said earlier, it's what got them that string of 4 rounds prior. Paranoia now as they bide their time, wait it out, now send it forwards with the war, but it's something. Okay, Forsaken wanted to try and play himself inside of this. What an adjustment by KangKang. Snaps it 90 degrees to the side, and now the call hasn't been made. Wait, there's a back to these players. Back to back. mindfreak. He finds it finally with the kill. Now there's a Paranoia. An attempt to play them back in, but a flash in kind. EDG stalling out. These PRX players just for long enough, and KangKang squares up. Wants more to that challenge. That's 3 in a round for him. Something sole job now just to try and save onto this operator.
And he's going to be keeping it into round 12. Is he?
So they know that the front section of B is entirely theirs. I'll send in the usual utility just in case.
Jingg's got that showstopper online.
That's going to have to be the ticket, I think, for a chance of PRX winning this round. That and a share of fame.
There.
He's really been trying to farm these orbs, and EDG have to play aggro, have to play on site.
They're straight up in through market. It's an aftershock and a slow orb as well. KangKang is completely separated, isolated still, traded out. Head just peeking over. CHICHOO, he's still alive here for the moment. Tethered himself into the corner of the site with the operator in the hands of something as a Thrash earns up now to Fish. Sent flying forwards, detainment then. It should be a kill, collected indeed. It is! And any defense. Ball is made. They want to try and make a play now to the B split. Ball to give them safe passage. Be any spam going away. Jinggg, Devi, I should say, even just trying to get cheeky himself. There's smokes to be played in and out of. Jinggg is way ahead of it. It's a stun layer down and a flash on top of it with the Paranoia blinded up. Dart is there. This is chaos. This is anarchy. And EDG, they temper it, they control it, at least for the time being. A player advantage to be found. Devi's wrapping all the way from behind. The backs are turned, and EDG have lost the plot and lost track of all these players. They don't know which way to take it. Devi has potentially worked on something 1v1. Right click.
They easily beat EDG last time they played, but this time, Chinese team giving them more to worry about.
Trip just buying that safety net. Nobody's right through the smoke as well. Not expecting that timing. He's taken out 2 of them with just the Spectre in hand. He's working miracles over towards the B site and buying enough time for the rest of the team. What the hell is occurring here? Wingman up and over, something with the plant still tapping. Paranoia is flooding through an EDG. They want to take that fight. The skirmish is called for. And they be sent out here. This is mindfreak. Rest of PRX trying to follow the cues.
Did they go for the Sova ult?
There's 40 seconds left here. Wingman with the plant. It's an unusual position for it as well. Just Maybe just trying to play ahead of the Hunter's Fury, but the plan goes down without any problem. Still that backside control as well, but a Hunter's Fury to try and play these players in EDG. They have that advantage once more with the players! PRX, they can't stand against it. They get extinguished as they're just trying to pull towards the back of the side. Something weaving in and out past this wall, but he's only one man. What can you do in this spot? Up and over with the Dizzy. Nobody's defusing because he knows he's got that safety net. His teammates holding.
Could have gone for an Icebox, never opted into.
Fast play is called up. Thrash not seeing much in terms of the backside. Chewed up there by the trap wire. Wingman sent flying forwards here for the plant. Bullets spraying and praying away. Not enough to push back that plant, but the res is online, so something's back into the fight and into the skirmish. They want to try and hold it down, but now retreating out back and away here. There's a flank time in from Forsaken potentially there, but he's miles away at that. And EDG already in position here. Primed.
First passive post plant for PRX.
Showstopper sent out into the hands of Jinggg.
Simon's
Satchel
dead.
At his feet. A tap from nobody. And the angle from CHICHOO won't be safe from that one. He was seeing if he could do some of that damage ahead of time. Still nobody committing onto this one, but Smoggy might have just returned that favor back at it. With the kills flying through, Forsaken trying to buy time with a flank. Already there, everybody's down and out, but time. It worked against. Trying to keep the morale up as well. Just hearing Jinggg towards the end there. This again, another rapid approach. This is mindfreak. Just wandering, he's a nomad at this point. There's no one to play off of this one to jump spot. Oh, miscommunication again! It rears its head! And mindfreak will rip them off! CHICHOO now has to take risks. He knew he had to play the forward angle, just hoping that somebody would just walk into him from the main position. But at this point, PRX sealed up and stolen this round away.
Is that the kind of issue that's just going to get PRX one round, though, and EDG quickly cover it? Or is that indicative of a larger problem that might allow PRX back in? This is a larger problem.
Yeah.
The fact that Smoggy is just killing everybody.
You have to keep these guns. I mean, the economy is just too good for EDG. You're not even doing economical damage at this point.
And also, you're only really getting 3K plus the spike plant.
Oh, Kang knows. Kang knows. Overdrive, wait. They can still make a play for this one. Smokes up.
No way.
No chance.
What a throw.
He's going to have to spam and spray this one away. Defended. No way. Rolling Thunder to clear out most of this side as well. This game of timings, but mindfreak is not going to expect this one as well because, well, a flash. Hold on. Forcing it out, and he does at least collect the one here. Forsaken, he's got to try and stem this bleeding. There's a cage up into his face with the bullets. Flying forwards here. Bits and pieces of lead. Suppression, though, across the board. No abilities to be playing with. Pure gunplay has to try and reign supreme and save the day for them, but there's that uncertainty in the step of the PRX players. Wall up from Devi. Simon will go down, at least post-mortem. It's the ult that just fades away. The player positioning from EDG, it should be known, should be noted, but they're putting the squeeze now entirely onto these players. And individuality will not save something, not out of that spot. Great movement. Into the B split. Thrash clears the way and paves a path, open through into market. Trips gonna be tangled and caught. Jinggg, who's up there, I believe, potentially by some trips, and it's played off of beautifully. EDG are right into it, and they want to try and shut this down immediately. Hunter's Fury, peek by Forsaken. There's the punish. 3 left to stand. Insane mechanics, but it matters not! Its way up, and the noise cut. EDG, advantages to be found and had here, especially when the shots don't land and find that mark with Kang. He's doing entirely all that here. Aftershock into the corner, it's beautiful! Life coming from me. Nade up and over, this is PRX opting into the fight. The skirmish once more, but with Jinggg toppling, falling, something not able to evacuate. That was an updraft dash to survive, and mindfreak is hard, committed! Can't reset the aim. Only the one player found from that one. Devi going re-exploring. Util out into the few hands of these players, but already he's got to be aware of it, and yet sees the barrel. So now he knows his timing taken against it, but a Prowler waiting it. No way, peek, not together, still it's there!
PRX are leaving gaps all over the map.
B is open entirely, and it's being read by EDG. They're already into the fight. Sometimes, yeah, I mean, Devi spam down. What is that? Just into the corner, tucked. Maybe seeking to play spoiler. Nobody pushed back. That's the question.
And leaving B completely open. They 3-stack C. They put their op on the Cypher A. So both of those sites, very difficult game. So calling to spread out this stuff. Get the Cypher over C, get the op posted B.
What's going on here? mindfreak, he's just opened up the door wide here. The sightline called. Holding over the shoulder with the operator through to Mountain is called for this pause. EDG making sure to let these PRX players simmer. Time has been bought though. Following the sound cues, PRX are in position to potentially take this fight forwards with the Boombot. Tagging it up into the corner. They're going to be aware that there's a player holding onto the corner into this angle with the Seekers and another flash to play themselves in. This time, the gunplay, it does come up for the goods. And they are winning the day, paving the way to a successful round. But KanKang's got something to say about it. Up and over the box, cannot stop Jinggg. Yeah, mass pings all about here. Showstopper, no worries or concerns. Because of the rolling thunder still. Adjustment, Showstopper, the kills, and the bullets at least laid claim to the life of CHICHOO and now the rolling thunder to get EDG back in there. A bullet to the back of the head of Devi, could not evacuate in time.
Something trying to get aggressive on the flank.
And he's going to be finding it, Smoggy. Standing his ground. Looking to plug in the gaps potentially there, in case the flanks were online. Brought to that 3 versus 3. EDG now with that tempo increase. They want to speed this one up into the ace. Jinggg, there's no way you're taking this, man. You have no teammates to back you up. You want to take the fight straight up. You could have waited. Still, Forsaken has been played in and does get that trade in play. Anticipation is there, but a shoulder peeking out is all something needs to claim and collect the kill. And with the dash now active once more, putting a squeeze down. Nobody surviving for a rainy day, but a wrap around, up and away. Heaven player expected, missing the timing. Line of sight angle, but now does the dash. The Prowler spotted! His head just poking clean out. It's taken off of his shoulders. KanKang straight up in there, Jinggg. Wants to try and even this one out with the bullets flying forwards again. He has not been cleaned up, but he's trying to play his team back in, and Forsaken, he's dropped as a result of it. It's crumbled again here for PRX. Just trying to play fast and loose into the site. Flood anchoring the defense. Broken and crumbled. Devi with a trailblazer, spotting these players out with the paranoia. It's good to play themselves in, but Jinggg is caught, blinded up by it, and as the smokes fade away, there's no chance, no hope.
The A is locked off. Their comp doesn't thrive with it though, and EDG have taken B instantly.
Full recognition of the gaps that the composition leaves open. A B plant, a slight tap from nobody, but now to commit. Oh, something! He's so ahead of his team, they just can't quite play off of this one. There's a flash into the faces again to push them back and away with the door open. Forsaken, not anticipating it. Fully blinded though, Devi, not willing to give up the sight.
At the moment, PRX is
just daring him to fight. Follow up past it, the camera's finally broken. And dealt with Devi, that's a peek off of his own flash. And you're just never going to be favored there. Too many positions to play the ante from. EDG once more, roll out the red carpet at this point. It's easy access to these sites, and the retakes just have not been there, but PRX will make a good go of things once more. This time out through the back, Satchel's in play, attack from Simon. There's that uncertainty, up and through. Not dead yet, Smoggy back into the fight and the fray, but the kills, collected bodies, toppled, falling, Smoggy. Needs to be given something here to play his teammate in, but nobody's now going to be that last one left. Into a 1v2 with 12 seconds, whistled down to almost 0. And 2 bullets left in the chamber. There's no more options. Has to stick it for any chance.
The defensive players in the right site, unless this is a pivot.
Ball's broken. Fault line as well to try and play KanKang into this spot with a trip broken down. Something might want to make a go of things here. To hear the ult popped off as well. KanKang! That's a return of the fire. Something dropped. Now the B side could be that potential option, and a paranoia already wasted out. PRX no longer having that tool to play with smokes up in their face. Aftershock as well. mindfreak does peek off the flash and plays himself in, but EDG still holding strong. Not willing to be displaced from this position. PRX might have that surrounded, but again, they are fully aware. EDG knowing all the tricks at the sleeves of the PRX players. A seize of the connection, all the acknowledgement you need. An open sight for the taking on to C. And an impossible situation for Jinggg to play. EDG brought out into the pistol, but
high lows.
Yeah.
All over the place, on C, on A.
And this could tear PRX apart already to peaks if they're not timed correctly, which they're not. EDG ready for it, nobody still alive towards the back of the site, and no anticipation that it could have peeked himself over it. 3 in a round, denied the fall. Failed in so many times against this team for PRX. Guns in their hands. Now is the time to make the most of it. That bit over aggressive. EDG making the go of things here. They're still hard committing into the fight. They make the call as well to try and at least collect themselves together, but the weaponry not favored on these long sight lines at least. PRX essentially just swat away these EDG players.
This was a strat that Foot very much struggled with. They found the right reaction
remaining.
by pushing into C, but then couldn't play the post plants properly. This time, PRX, hold on. And like you say, use that advantage.
Nobody with the door opened up wide will have to at least concede that space, give it up and hold the C's. Now into his hands, lets it loose. What a connection! Just absolutely running over these players. PRX steamrolled in the process. Jinggg, he'll have to do it all. But Aftershock and his back satchel away, and the aim reset just not their time waiting to strike. The counter spam is there, updraft up and around as well. Swinging through, Paranoia is there, Showstopper needs that value. Jinggg, he's on a life that's unexpected, up on the high ground. CHICHOO, he's trying to shut them down. Nobody's by his side, but the rifles, maybe. There's a lifeline. Into the hands of PRX and still with a minute to play with.
Nobody's pushing out through B. Smoggy still with his ultimate. An eerie calm drops towards rubble. An area that's known so much bloodshed and almost all of it going the way of EDG in this map. PRX have carved out a small opening. Do they think
30
of the
seconds
flank?
left.
The flank timing, nobody could shut this down, Dubai. The awareness is there.
Surely too difficult of a situation for Smoggy, even with how well he's been playing.
There's no time.
There's 15 seconds.
This time pressure could just spell defeat. And for
10
Smoggy to be the
seconds
hero his team needs in this spot, Dubai planting, metal is used first, lowering them down, and spraying them down. Smoggy destroys the hopes and dreams of PRX.